Moff Gideon. The tracking beacon has been installed on the Razor Crest.
Does he still have the asset?
Yes, our source confirmed it.
And we will be ready.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and we've got a really good one again for you today. Once again, finally another one of my pre-orders for, I want to say, 6-7 months finally came in. As you've seen from the thumbnail and the picture, I finally got my life-size replica of Grogu the child, or aka Baby Yoda, from Sideshow Collectables. As soon as they released this thing, released the fit photos and just information about this little guy, I could not hesitate, and I instantly pre-ordered it. But they said December, and they were pretty close with their guesstimations on when these were going to come available. But I finally got them in today. I've already taken a look at them. I actually got it like a few days ago. I took a look at them with my wife. Absolutely incredible. My wife about died just from the cuteness. But I put them back in the box, and we're just going to do the unboxing again for you guys so you can see everything top to bottom, what you're going to get if you are interested in picking up the child, or now Grogu, from the Mandalorian. So here, I'm going to pick him up here. This guy's it's a heavy little sucker, but look at the size of this box. It almost takes up the entire, look, compared to the size of my head, look at it's taking up the whole camera shot. But the packaging on this is pretty awesome. That's the box itself. It actually did come with, let me set Grogu down here before I drop him. I'll show you. It came with a sleeve, sort of like you see on a lot of the Black Series collectibles and stuff like that. It came with this giant sleeve that went over top of the box. You see it says life size. There isn't really much else on there other than saying child, life size, Star Wars, and Sideshow Collectables. But I took this off already because it is extremely tight on the packaging. It takes up 2 people to get it off without without ripping this. So if you do have a Grogu on the way, be very careful with the sleeve, because it's extremely tight and it wants to rip as you're trying to unpackage it. But back to the box. There's your picture of Grogu himself. You got Mando and Grogu in his carrier on this side. And we just got other different, each side's got a different different graphic on it. But there's Mando and Grogu in his carrier. And on the final side, we got the kids playing with Grogu there. But very cool. I love the artwork. I want to try to display this box somewhere just because it's so cool. And yeah, on the top you just got some lettering, Mandalorian logos, and nothing on the bottom. But I can't wait to show you guys. He is so cool. But it may take a minute for me to crack this open, so bear with me. I'm going to try to not destroy him in the process. But when you open, the first thing you see when you open up the top flap, you're getting a certificate where your Grogu says, "Greetings, guild member, and congratulations on acquiring the asset. Show us how and they have some social media links. Show us how the child fits in your life." And I guess they're with the cat, and they're at the gym and stuff like that. They're trying to get you to take Grogu with you out in the world, which we are definitely planning on doing. Grogu is going to be making a trip to Galaxy's Edge with us very soon. But then there's some social media links and stuff like that to share your pictures of you with Grogu out there. And there's nothing on the back, just a blank card on the back. Now, I already broke the seals on this earlier, like I said, but bear with me. It's going to take me a minute to get Grogu out of this box, because he's very tight in there in the styrofoam packaging, and I don't want to destroy it or him. There he comes. Come on, Grogu. Let me sit down. Really need a second person to help film this video. This packaging is ridiculous. There we go. We got Grogu out of the box, and I don't remember which. This one says bottom. It is labeled top and bottom, so you know which side is facing up and down for Grogu. And nothing special about the styrofoam. It does have Sideshow on the styrofoam, if that matters to you. But as you crack the lid open, this is what you see. a Grogu wrapped in plastic. And as you can see already, he is super cool. I'm trying not to lean it too much so he doesn't fall out of there. But he is absolutely adorable. I can't wait to get him out and show you guys. But there is, I believe there's only three things in here that you get with your Grogu. This stand, thing weighs like 10 pounds. This stand is extremely heavy. Let me take the plastic off of here to show you, because it does have some pretty cool graphics on the bottom. There you go, bottom of the stand. Once again, it's got Din and Grogu in his carrier. Star Wars Mandalorian, the child life-size figurine, limited edition. But how cool is that artwork on the bottom of your stand? You're never going to get to see it because it's going to be on the bottom of the stand. But very cool, very heavy to keep him from falling over wherever you decide to place him. So, and just nothing special on top, just kind of like a metal work texture. And I guess that's your peg that's going to go into Grogu's foot to hold him onto the stand. He also comes with, of course, Grogu cannot survive without his little shifter knob. It comes with his shifter knob, and it goes in his hand. We'll see if we can attach that here in a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with little Grogu, where I'm going to display him. I want to put him in a case or something so he doesn't get dirty. But pull this little sucker out of there. He's got some weight to him. He probably weighs a good, 7, 8, 9 pounds. He's not too fairly heavy, but you can definitely tell he's not, cheap plastic. He's definitely solid. You gotta be very careful with his ears. And look at this. This is not the cutest face you've ever seen. It's just unbelievable how realistic they made him look. His little peach fuzz hair, his ears, you're probably not gonna be able to see it on camera, but his ears are like translucent. If you hold them up to the light, you can actually see through them, and they got little veins and stuff in there to make him look so realistic. I just love his pouty little cheeks. His robe is really nice. The only disappointing thing that I noticed is his arms are not posable. You can't move his arms. They are stationary. He's got little hands on both sides. That's the one that's going to hold the little shifter knob. He's got another little hand. And we've never really seen it in the series, but look at his little chicken little feet here. We had a good laugh with those when we first opened him up. He's got little feet that look like little chicken legs. But another little thing that's a little kind of strange. Sorry, we're vandalizing Grogu here, looking up his robe, but they only made his feet. The rest of his body is just kind of like a plastic dummy body, which is kind of dumb, or it's not really dumb, but it's not like you're ever going to have a naked Grogu in your house or on display, so I understand why they did that. But his robe's very nice, very solid. It's got that kind of like that canvas feel to it, like you get from the series. But is he not the cutest little guy you've ever seen? Look at that face. Just look at his face. Look how realistic his eyes look, too. Sorry, the spotlight's probably blinding him. But very realistic, lifelike eyes. I just love his little peach fuzz hair. I can't really tell. It looks like it's attached. I'm sure it's attached with some type of glue or adhesive, but you can't really see it. So maybe it's actually laid down into the latex or whatever they use to mold him. But I can't wait. I can't wait to take Grogu on some adventures and get some cool pictures and just have a good time with little Grogu here. So, if you're curious of how much this little guy costs, definitely wasn't cheap. And when I first placed the pre-order for him, I believe it was around like $325, $330, something like that. So it's definitely not a cheap collectible. I mean, you're paying for basically what they claim to be, prop replica. So this is basically very similar to what they used on set for their Grogus in The Mandalorian. So you're paying for basically a screen-ready replica of Grogu. Now, like I was saying, I think when I pre-ordered him, he was around the $325 mark. But shortly afterwards, I guess because the demand was so high and maybe manufacturing costs went up on him, that I believe they've raised the price 2 or 3 times since I pre-ordered him now, because I'm pretty sure now he's $375 if you want bring home a little Grogu for yourself. So price has gone up, and I'm sure the price is going to continue to go up. And I'm pretty sure they are still on pre-order. So even though they're now starting to come out, only the first batch is starting to come out for the people who pre-ordered, back in February or March. So if you pre-order him now, you're probably not going to get him till June or July of next year. But that's just how high a demand he has. I wish he had more of like a, I don't know, I'm trying to think of how to explain it, because he's solid. I wish his skin had more of like a realistic, lifelike feel to it. But this is me nitpicking, looking for like an actual alive Grogu. Who wouldn't want that? But he's solid. You can tell he's an action figure. His ears do have a little flex to them. I'm not trying to bend them, but they do have a little motion to them. But they are pretty solid, just like the rest of him. I wish his arms were posable, that you could make different motions and figures with him. But it's meant to be put on display. It's not really meant to be played with. But I'm not going to be able to control myself. We're definitely going to be playing with him and taking him places. Now, I'm curious if this has a... Oh, I see it now. The bottom of his little shifter knob, see that little circle there? It's a magnet inside of his hand. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this very well. Get the right angle. There you go. Right inside of his hand is another magnet, so it's going to stick right up in there. But if you are carrying him out and about, you might want to be careful of that so you don't knock it. It's a pretty strong magnet, too. And there you go. That's what he looks like, holding his little shifter knob from the Razor Crest. But in my opinion, yes, he was a little pricey, but worth every penny in my opinion. He is too cute. And if you were a Mandalorian fan, Star Wars fan, Grogu fan, Baby Yoda fan, whatever you want to call him, child fan, I highly recommend you pick yourself up a Sideshow Collectables. It is sideshowcollectables.com if you're curious. If you want to check it out, they have like 1 million different pictures of him. And this magnet is really strong. Come on, give me the shifter knob back. No, it's a really strong magnet to hold it in there, just for that reason that I'm sure they already figured if people are going to carry him, they don't want to be knocking his shifter knob on the ground all the time. But I just lost my train of thought what I was saying. But like I said, highly recommend him if you're a collector. This is definitely the perfect addition to your collection. I do have a few other things pre-ordered from Sideshow Collectables, but we're not going to spoil those just yet until we get them. But I don't think they're coming available till sometime early springtime next year, March, April, May, sometime in that time frame. So until then, we'll have to just sit here and play with little Grogu and go on some adventures. Go to Galaxy's Edge. You want to ride the Millennium Falcon? Yeah, wants to do that. See, maybe you can steal a shifter knob from the Millennium Falcon at Galaxy's Edge. So that sounds like a good time. Actually, I'm going there tomorrow. Maybe I will take little Grogu with me. What I really want to do is I have my full Sith costume that I kind of want to dress up and be like the Moff Gideon type character, and carrying the asset with me, like the Imperial that just has captured Baby Yoda, Grogu. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Take some pictures, with baby. I almost called him Baby Grogu. It's so confusing going from Baby Yoda now that he has a name. I all the time I'm trying to consistently say Grogu, and I try to correct people when they say Baby Yoda, but it's so hard to break out of that habit. We've been calling him Baby Yoda for so long. But now that he's got a name, I really try as much as I can to call him Grogu and not Baby Yoda. But I love him. Mrs. Pendaflow is in love with him. She's been praying for me to make this video, saying so she can start playing with him and taking him places as well. So now that we've done the video and he's finally out of the box for good, we're gonna start having some fun with little Grogu and go on some adventures. So hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think of Grogu from Sideshow Collectables. He's awesome. He is too cute, and his cheeks are really rosy pink. I don't know how well that's showing up on camera, but his cheeks are very rosy pink. His nose has got a lot of pink in it, and so do his ears. But I'm assuming that's for to show up and pop on the camera. And you can see, just looking at my playback, his facial features really pop with that, his pink cheeks and stuff. That must be some type of filming technique, just to that looks good on camera, but in person it looks a little bright red and pinkish, so it looks kind of a little different than you would figure, but I'm assuming that's for filming purposes. So I'm hoping he looks pretty darn good there on camera with me. So who looks better, me or little Grogu here? But I'm just rambling at this point. I just want to keep filming him because he's just too cute. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you guys liked it. Thanks for the likes, the comments, and the subscriptions. Let me know if you're going to pick up a Grogu for yourself. We're going to be starting a new series on the channel next week. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. No spoilers. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll get to that next week. Thanks for watching. Likes, comments, subscriptions. Follow me on Twitter at PendaFlow. I'm sure I already said that like 3 times. This has been the PendaFlow and Grogu perspective. He is adorable.